Okay, well, it looks like we do have the track just about secure. Drivers and the referees are all ready. So, folks, if you would help my buddy Charlie here, count them down, starting with
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let 'em go.
let's let them go and get the Smash It Bash for Cash started here in heat number 1 of the National Prostock event. Got Haas making some noise, and right from the drop of the hat, they are getting it out here, folks.
Good afternoon, fans. Hello and welcome to the 2025 Bash for Cash. I'm Steve Buckman, with me Jace Miller, and we are in Prostock heat number 1 for the national side here at the Bash for Cash in Chillicothe, Ohio. So glad to be here with you with Smash It Demolition Derby. We are DerbyNation.tv, and I am excited, Jace, for this heat. These guys are getting after it right from the very beginning.
Absolutely. We saw these national Prostock teams last year, and they kick off the action, and it's a great start to the Bash for Cash. And instantly we see White Boys Designs. They're trying to take care of bad company here. We saw, I believe it was Haas or Luke Lovely down there trying to put the Z8 of Zimmerman into the wall early on, and everyone's just, it's kind of like 3 games of tug of war right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's these 3-man teams, they really change up kind of the dynamic of how the team aspect works. Having the odd number just seems to throw things off a little bit as opposed to a 2-man or a 4-man team. And it really makes for better action, I think.
Absolutely. Now, one thing they did say in the drivers' meeting, they can pin to win when the other team has 1 car left. So something to keep an eye on here in all these heats, both the full-size and the minis.
Might as well address the elephant in the room. You're hearing Jason and I on the mics, both of us fighting colds here as we're getting ready to get going on this Memorial Day weekend. Couple cars getting into it here up on 2 wheels. But you're going to hear some scratchy voices and some squeaking and stuff. But we're here with you all weekend, and we'll get through it with you, so bear with us.
That was the 65 machine of Chase Leninger. He did a little 2-wheel skills competition there that's saved by the wall.
White Boys working really well as a team right now, getting the upper hand in a couple of these battles. When you can get 2-on-1, it really makes a difference. And if you can capitalize on those, then it really puts you ahead in the long run.
Absolutely. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I believe White Boys Designs drew heat number 1 last year as well. So, I don't know. It might be an opinion-based thing, but would you rather go early on in the night in the earlier heats, or would you want to be at the tail end?
No, I want to go early. Yeah, I mean, it's for me, it's kind of an old-school thing because when I ran it, there wasn't any impound or anything. If you ran an early heat, you had more time to work on your stuff, And that's not necessarily the case at these bigger shows, but you still have more time to sort of assess the situation. You don't have to panic. You don't have to be, rushing around for anything. You can sort of calmly figure out what's happening, and it just makes for a better all-around experience.
Absolutely. You see in the trackside cam right there, Leninger trying to help get Fisher off of the wall. He's got those rear wheel spins, the clock ticking on Fisher, and we're going to see the 480 of Lovely come in there and try to put away Fisher, I think he might have knocked him free.
Yeah, he worked on Leninger there and knocked him loose, but he still sort of hung there.
Kind of almost that 2-on-1 situation we were talking about earlier now. Lovely on the clock in the 480. That's Luke Lovely. Officials telling, I believe, Fisher in the 506 to break off for bad company, so technically 3-on-2 at the moment. Lovely gets it fired up in the 480. Needs to make some contact, though. Stall for the Haas machine, Wes Hindle. Zimmerman coming in hot. He didn't like the shot he received afterwards. Looks like Leninger has dug himself a hole over on that wall, and that right front's not doing him any favors laying over. And here comes that pin. You see Luke Lovely in that 480 telling him his brother, I believe, Levi Lovely, to say, hey, hold off that gas. We're going to hold them right here. Only a matter of time now.
Here against the Z8. Jacob Zimmerman up against the wall right now, having a rough time. And it looks like the red flags are flying. The red flags are out. And that means that your winner from this heat is going to be Team White Boys Designs. Again, Team White Boys Designs with the win in the first heat.